in the shower, laugh out loud. Hey, that's what's up. I love that. She also said, did Offset cheat again? No way. We don't know what he did.
We don't know what the situation is.
Yeah, we don't know what the situation is. All we know is that Cardi B is filing for divorce, honey. She said, it's a wrap, okay? It ain't a wop, it's a wrap. That's what she's saying. So I was just getting ready to say something. Okay. This is the thing, though. To me, the whole, he's a celebrity, so, temptation is so strong. To me, that's a bullshit, sorry excuse. You know what I'm saying? When you know yourself and you're secure with yourself and you're secure in your family and your woman or your significant other, if it's a woman in the situation with a man, you should know how to have discipline and the willpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do people allow themselves, and help me make this make sense. Why do people stifle their own strength and allow their weaknesses to just swallow them up? You know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's harder for people to just be strong and disciplined and do the right thing rather than get caught up in their weakness. And I don't understand that.
Right. Because me, whenever I was in relationships, I was always faithful. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I don't want somebody to do to me if I do to them.
Exactly.
That's why I always stay faithful. But, like, it was funny because I always got into relationships with somebody and just so happened, like, they might have just broke up with their boyfriend. And it's like, the thing is, I was like a rebound type thing, but then the boyfriend finds out that she's not calling him anymore, this and that. So then he knows how to get her back. So he starts calling her back, and then bam, it's like I'm the last one to find out. So I just kind of stopped doing the relationship things until God just sent me the right one. Yeah.
And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just gotta just chill dolo for a while till that right one either comes around or happens to come around.
Right, because see, I used to be the type where I had to be in a relationship, and that's when you find the wrong one because you just want to be in a relationship. To where it's like, of course, a person when you first meet them, they're gonna be the sweetest thing ever.
They're gonna be the perfect person.
Like, man, where you been all my life? I've been looking for somebody like you, and then 2 months later, it's like
hell.
What the fuck?
It's a damn nightmare. It's the living dead.
Man, and I just like last year, man, that's why I was like, never again. I tried it again. I ain't even try. I was just forced into it. I was listening. Next thing I know, I'm just her man. And I'm like, okay, when did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, she was the sweetest thing at first, but then the realness came out, and I was like, man. She's like, I ain't never leaving. I was like, all right, we'll stay here then. I just made it hell for her, and then she eventually just left. And I was thinking, man, it was crazy. I was thanking God, like, for 4 days straight. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Wow. Dang. Wow. When you got to thank God for someone to exit your life, you know that was a toxic person. You know that energy was toxic.
It was very toxic.
Frankie Redword says, what? I ain't know. She should have cooked it. She should have cooked and cleaned. WAP ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, like, girl, you said you don't cook, you don't clean, but you got a ring. You got to cook and you got to clean. You have to do those things. Because that's probably why he been over there cheating on you, because you don't cook and you don't clean. That's why he just gave you the ring.
And see, most people think just because they're in a mansion that the house is going to be immaculate. But if a person isn't clean, it's like it's gonna show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like you say, he's probably tired of that, and he just like, because she seems like the type that would just bitch and bitch and bitch about something. So he's probably tired of that shit. That's probably why he does cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get away from that.
I also feel like cheating, though, is also it's a sign of insecurity that needs healing. You know, it's a sign of a weakness that needs strengthening. When you feel like you have to cheat all the time, to me, it also relates to hurt people hurting people. Hurt people hurt people. So in essence, I feel like when people cheat, it's because they're trying to make that person that they keep cheating with pay for something that they're hurting for. I feel like a lot of people,
Yeah, I see
they don't get
what
that. They don't get that.
Frank, was it
Frankie
Frankie or
Redwords.
the word?
Frankie Redwords.
Frankie
Go ahead.
Redword, yeah. What he said, bro, honestly, this situation is messy. Dated within 3 weeks of meeting. She fucked by the first date. They were engaged 3 months and then came culture. So yeah, it was like
Maybe it moved too fast.
you move too fast. It's like any relationship. If you just meet a person, it's not smart to just jump in the bed with them.
I agree.
Because you have to, a lot of women, they'll use that to trap the guy. You know what I'm saying? They'll let them hit it. It's the WAP and everything. And then it's like, once she got him hooked, then the realness comes out. And then it's like, man, this ain't what I thought she was. That's because you jumped in the bed too quick. If you don't jump in the bed right away, get to know the person. Say things that you might think will piss them off to see how they react to it. So you can see if they flare up like the Hulk or if they just be calm about it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to see how this person really is before you start having sex with them. Because once you have sex with them, women get real emotional. And then even today, a lot of guys get real emotional. So it's not smart to just jump in the bed as soon as you meet somebody. Even though your urge, hey, if you know she coming over, hey, get one off before she comes, so your excitement won't be as much to where you want to have sex with her as soon as she get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I learned a lesson. You never screw somebody the first day unless you know it's not gonna be nothing.
Right.
If you know this just gonna be a one night stand, cool. But if it's something that's gonna be more than that, it's not smart. Get to know them first.
Frankie Redwords also said, if you ask me, she married to fix her image. She didn't want that reputation of a stripper who got pregnant by a rapper as soon as she entered the game. Think about it. She would have came off trashy, especially because she was side chick on Love and Hip Hop. The marriage was a branding plan. It only makes sense. She ain't never really mean to be with Offset. She married for an image.
That sounds pretty good.
I agree with a lot of that, but I really do, because I saw them in their beginning stages of their relationship. They really both did really look like they was very much into each other. She looked very like, she seemed like she was very much crazy for him, and he seemed like he was very much crazy for her. But maybe
it was that sex.
Yeah, and maybe down the line, all of those things that you mentioned, Frankie, is started to just come to the surface, and that's what caused the whole drift. That's just my take on it. I could be completely wrong because I'm not in their relationship, but Frankie Redwords also says, I'm Barty gang. It makes sense. I just saw lust.
Yeah.
I hear you, girl. I hear you.
That's what it is. It was lust. Lust is a motherfucker, boy. I tell you. Lust gets you gets you real deep into some shit.
Yeah.
That's why I say, like, if a chick coming over, hey, I ain't scared to admit it. I get one off before she comes, so that way I won't be so sexually active towards her when she gets there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if things happen, like I say, I'm pretty much blessed where I know if this is gonna go somewhere or if this is just gonna be a one night stand. Like, I have a person that I deal with. She can't face the fact that we'll never be together. It's just a sex thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't want a relationship. And I told her that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? She texted me talking about, I hate that you don't want to be in a relationship. I never responded because I already told you the situation on it. I don't want to be yet. Every time I if I jump into a relationship, I see how she is. I can tell she's the type that would get mad at everything or be real jealous just by the time she came over and how she's in the kitchen. I'm going towards the back. Like, where you going? I'm like, huh? This is my fucking house. What the fuck you mean, where am I going? Shit like that, that was a sign saying, nope. If she doing that right now, it'll get worse.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm good with that.
Frankie Redwood said, it's sad. As women, we have to be worth more. Let me get up out this damn tub, laugh my ass off. But it's so true. Yes, women, we have to be worth more. We have to carry ourselves with higher standard and higher worth. We have to. If you want
Right.
if you want your opposite to hold you up to those high standards, you have to carry yourself up to those high standards as well.
Right. And they can't give it up the first night.
Right.
Because for one, it's like, say if he might not want to be in a one night, or he wants to be a one night stand, and she give it that first night, then she's never seen again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't give it up so quick to make him, like you or start liking you before you give it to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Build on a friendship. Get to know each other.
And then you'll know if he can wait, then you know that he might be the one. Because he's not, if he's like, and then say like the next day you say you come through and you don't give it to him, and then the next day you don't hear from him, this and that, then okay, he might be on that bullshit. He just wanted a one night stand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he every day calling you up and just talking and, hey, let's go out to eat, not go back to the house, go out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Then develop a friendship first, and then if things develop and y'all both get the urge, then you get down to it. But don't jump into it, ladies, because like I noticed since I've been down here, these guys are desperate. They like when they said they came out with that they're thirsty, and I done seen a few of these guys down here. They just thirsty as hell. A lot of them, they just want to fuck a girl, have a baby because she's cute, and then they gone. You know what I'm saying? They just want to tie her down once they feel like if she got their baby that she's theirs forever. No, that's not so.
Mm. Wow, times have really changed. Mentalities have really changed.
Yeah, it's like that's why I'm glad. Like now, I'm not sexually active like I used to be when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about business. I'm trying to make things happen. It's like if I have sex with somebody, I want to be somebody who I want to be with. Even though I do have a little side piece, but it's like, well, no, I can't even say side piece because I don't even have a main piece. But there's one chick, it's like every now and then, we do something. But I know that's not the one for me. So that's why I kind of back down out of that, because I'll be fucking with her head.
Mm.
Every time I'm having sex with her and she's really into me and I'm not really into her, then next thing you know, somebody's busting out my windows and shit like that. So
exactly, and it's not worth it. All of that drama is just not worth it.
Nah.
It's not worth it. Frankie Redword says, I gotta read up on this divorce. Though I am not shocked at all, but I hope she builds from this and does not run a smear campaign and become bitter with her branding and music. This divorce is healthy in my eyes.
Yeah, because like I say, they jumped into it. So it's like now, it's like they probably dealing with each other because of public and this and that, but they really don't have those feelings like they did when they first got together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're two different people. He's this, and then if anything, somebody in her stature need to be with somebody who's not famous. You know what I'm saying? So that way, it's like you don't have to worry about him. Other women chasing after him as much.
Head from all the fame and all the glitz and the glamour. Yeah.
But it seems like that's what all celebrities feel like that's what they got to do. I guess they feel they got to be with another celebrity.
And that's what's crazy to me. Like, just because you're a celebrity, it doesn't mean that you just have to be a heathen and you got to just go sex every single person you see. You got to just spend all your money at the casino. Every time you go there, you just got to go run up racks when you go shopping. Like, you can still keep a cool head and be a very down-to-earth, reasonable, logical person. You can, but it's all about, people just, it goes back to that self-control. It's just like so many people just don't have self-control, especially celebrities.
Right.
Man, I tell myself every day, if I was ever a celebrity and I had all that fame, that clout, and that money, whew, I would probably be one of the most humblest. I wouldn't do all of those things that we see a lot of these celebrities do. Right,
because I'm always the same person. I shop, I look for bargains.
Yes.
Every day, all day. I don't want to spend $200 on this when I can spend $200 and have a bunch of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never was I guess because God put in my head to come out with my own clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
I never was a materialistic person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never had to have all the brand name stuff. Me, if it look good, I'm rocking it.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And
Same.
that's how I am. That's how I've always been, and that's how I will be. Even if I had millions, people wouldn't even know it because they like, yo, he can't be a millionaire because he's still shopping at Burlington Coat Factory or this and that.
Same.
Yeah, because I'd rather spend my money on something that's gonna make money,
right,
than compared to, because like, okay, for example, I remember I went to a pawn shop and they had a Bose sound system, you know, for my home theater.
Mm-hmm.
But I already had a little sound system that sound good. So I'm like, why would I go spend, I put it in a little way, it's going to be like $700. But then I'm like, why spend $700 on the Bose sound system? So I took it out. I bought a table saw, a hand saw, a CD duplicator, and two nail and a screw, gun. I mean, air press thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can make money with that stuff. I spent $400 on all the stuff I bought compared to me spending $700 on a sound system that only can listen to. So if you're gonna spend money on things that can make more money.
Definitely.
And that's what a lot of people they get rich and they buy stuff that you can't make money off of. If you're rich, get richer by buying something that you can make more money off of.
Exactly. I agree. And that makes sense. Well, Chop, we're going to bring it to an end. Thank you so much for coming on.
Want me to show you the cave?
Yeah, show us the cave. So you designed this? You did all this?